everyone, and welcome to our special episode of Good Day Marketplace, our senior living showcase. I'm Elisa Henry.
And I'm Cameron Fontana. You know, when it comes to your golden years, you want to live and have the freedom to live life your way and enjoy the retirement lifestyle that you've earned.
From low maintenance, high quality living
to programs you and your caregivers can take advantage of.
We're going to introduce you to some of the amazing businesses around Central Ohio that will help you live your happiest and healthiest life. But first, it is time to get social. When you think of retirement, you might picture traveling aboard tropical cruises, maybe more time in the garden or golf course. One thing is for certain, though, and that is the rise of pickleball.
It's exploded, people. Yeah. It's no longer reserved just for retirees, though. Since the summer of 2021, more than 36.5 million people have joined the pickleball craze, including the likes of LeBron James and even Tom Brady.
With those big names comes a new wave of big-time sponsors such as Anheuser-Busch, Skechers, and Carvana. Across the country, tennis courts are being replaced by pickleball courts, and new facilities are popping up everywhere.
Gaining steam is the pickleball restaurant entertainment model. Places like Pickle and Chill on Henderson Road. Now, these are often described as a cross between ping pong, tennis, and badminton. Pickleball is increasingly enjoyed by people of all ages, with a strong growth among millennial and Gen Z players.
The sport was first created way back in 1965 by three fathers who were looking to give their restless children a new activity by combining other sports as inspiration. The name is said to have come from one of the family's Cocker Spaniel, Pickles, who would chase after the ball and continuously run off with it.
I thought it just smelled like pickles, but I guess not. Now listen, when you're faced with a group of bored children, anything goes when it comes to keeping them entertained.
That brings us to our question of the day. We want to know what will be or is your favorite thing to do in retirement. Maybe it's a new sport or hobby.
Let us know on our Marketplace Facebook page, and we'll talk about it more at the end of the show.
This segment is sponsored by the brands listed here.
Whether you're approaching 65 or you're already there, it's really important to review your retirement plan options before the new year. Here to tell us more is Gordon Loudon, Manager of Business Development at RetireMed. Gordon, nice to meet you.
You as well. Thanks for having me.
So who is and what is RetireMed?
So RetireMed is a local health plan advisory service. We specialize in Medicare plans and individual health plans. We've actually helped over 50,000 people in Ohio with their health plan selection, and nice thing about us, there's completely no cost to use our services. We help those that are turning 65 and maybe they're continuing to work, want to evaluate should I go into Medicare or should I not.
Yeah.
I would say retirement is not a requirement for Medicare, but as well as those that are retiring definitely need Medicare, and those that are already on Medicare that are just wanting to look at options.
And people do need to mark their calendars, because talk about exactly what is the Medicare annual enrollment period and why it's so important.
Sure. So the annual enrollment period for Medicare runs from October 15th through December 7th each year. And it's so important because this is the time that people that are already on Medicare plans can actually evaluate their options. So we are going to look at somebody's individual doctors, medications, budget, other needs, plan benefits that they feel passionate about, and determine should they stay on their current plan or switch to a new one.
And why would someone work with RetireMed versus going direct to an insurer like Anthem or United Healthcare?
Great question. So when you work with RetireMed, we sort of act as a one-stop shop for Medicare plans.
Oh, that's good.
So we're going to look across carriers. We work with a wide variety of carriers to, again, really find the plan that fits the individual based on their situation versus trying to, make a certain plan with a certain carrier aligned for them.
And that seems more customizable, if you will, and more personal on a person-by-person basis.
Certainly. We want to really get to know the individual and figure out what their needs are, what their wants are, and really make them feel good about their plan selection.
Especially at this point in their life, you want that personality and that personal care. So if someone's watching right now, how does someone schedule maybe a free plan review? Is that what you guys offer?
Yes. We do free plan reviews all year long, and especially during this annual enrollment period. People can call us or they can visit us at retiremed.com, get in touch with one of our advisors, and really go through the process from there and see how we can help.
Making it super simple. Gordon, thank you so much for sharing this information with our viewers and joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Like he said, if you want to find out more information, all you have to do is visit their website. That's retiremed.com, or give them a call to speak to someone today. The number 614-810-8175. Again, 614-810-8175. 614-810-8175.
segment is sponsored by the brands listed here.
It's a community that focuses on faith, friendship, and care. Today, we're here at Caralite Senior Living to see what they offer their residents, and to tell us more about it, we have Stephanie and Leslie joining us. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. So where are we right now, Stephanie?
We are at the Villas of St. Therese. It is a building with independent and assisted living. We also have the Mother Angelines is also on our campus, and they're mainly long-term care and memory care, assisted living, and as well as skilled and rehab.
You have so much here. What sets Caralite from other communities in the area?
We are a tight-knit family here.
Yeah.
We are just the love and the care that we offer.
You can see it as the residents have been walking by during our time here. They all have a smile on their faces. They all have fun, and that's really a testament to the amenities that you guys offer, right, Leslie?
Absolutely. We have on campus a library that's open 24 hours a day. We serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, both sides, independent and assisted living, have dining rooms in the facility. We also have daily activities, morning and afternoon, and we have daily mass in the facility as well every day. We also have an ice cream shop where you can get ice cream almost every day, scoops of ice cream and banana splits. It's called the Inside Scoop. We also have a barber shop and beauty salon combo. Residents can get their hair done there.
And one thing, she mentioned it, Stephanie, a lot of people care about the food, and you were telling me that, man, the food is top-notch here.
It is great. We do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the assisted living residents. The food is one of the #1 things that I get. They say they love here. So
that's so great. And you know, a lot of families are having to make that tough decision right now to choose a place. What would you say to them if it feels overwhelming right now? How could you put them at ease to go, this is a great spot for your mom, your dad, or loved one to be?
Just relax.
Yeah.
Just relax. We'll take care of you. The difference here is love.
And that you can feel it all around here. So Leslie, if people are watching, do you guys offer tours? How can people find out more information and come here and do that?
They can call anytime, and they'll be transferred to Stephanie here, and she will do the tour. And they can even have lunch while they're here.
They can taste some of the food when they come here, right?
Absolutely.
And they can meet a member of your team. And you mentioned there are different buildings. Remind them the different facilities that you have to offer.
Here at the Villas of St. Therese is assisted living and independent living. Mother Angelines, McCory Manor is long-term care. It is memory care, assisted living, as well as short-term rehab.
And in addition to being a great facility for your residents, you're also a nonprofit organization as well, correct?
We are a nonprofit organization.
So Stephanie, for people that are watching, maybe they themselves are looking for a new community or they know a loved one, where are you guys located?
We are located at 25 No Bixby Road, the corner of East Broad and No Bixby here in Columbus. My contact information is, our website is carmeliteseniorliving.org. You can contact me by calling 614-856-9951. Be happy to speak with you.
Be happy, and they'll feel some of that love, because we're feeling the love today. Leslie, thank you so much for joining us, and Stephanie, you as well. Like they said, if you want to find out more information, you can visit their website today to plan your next tour. Now, can you tell the chef that we're here? Because you mentioned that food. Now I'm hungry.
I'll let him know you're here.
Yes, thank you. Meals?
This segment is sponsored by Golden Reserve. When it comes to your hard-earned savings, you could be leaving your family a huge burden when you pass, and you might not even know it. Joining me now is Phil Huff, a partner with Golden Reserve, a Columbus area retirement planning firm that helps people in or nearing retirement. Welcome back, Phil.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So how can taxes complicate family finances in retirement?
Well, taxes complicate everything.
Yes.
Right? we know that. And it certainly comes even with the family in retirement, because the idea for Uncle Sam, the biggest part that he's trying to complicate and get after is our IRAs, 401ks. And it's going to come, you know, the taxes are going to come from you, they're going to come from your spouse or your kids. Regardless, they're coming from someone, and oftentimes it hits, you know, all three levels of that, the whole family.
It's everybody. And you have a name for these tax penalties, right?
Yeah, so we call it the widows and kiddos penalty. And the idea is the widows is when one spouse passes away, surviving spouse often pays twice as much in taxes. And then when the surviving spouse passes, the kiddos penalty is when kids ultimately inherit it, they tend to pay 2 or even 3 times as much in taxes.
Wow, 3 times as much. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So let's break them down, and then why should they have people's attention?
Yeah, so let's talk first about the widow's penalty.
Okay.
And I think maybe the best way is to talk about a client of ours. And they came to us after they've been retired for about 8 years or so. And unfortunately, she was a widow. And her husband, before he passed, they didn't take anything out of their IRA. They didn't need to. He had a pension. They had Social Security. But since her husband passed, she's been paying twice as much in taxes, but more so also paying more for Medicare Part B. I mean, her expenses almost doubled compared to when she was married, even though she's doing less now that she doesn't have her spouse around.
Wow. So how can someone avoid this headache when they pass?
It takes action, which is hard, right? The easiest thing is just keep going with the old status quo and not make any changes, but it takes action. You have to be proactive. You need a plan to beat Uncle Sam, because his plan is do nothing, keep living life, and he's going to catch you, but you need a plan to beat him back.
So we need a plan to beat Uncle Sam. I like that how you said that.
Go.
And it sounds like that we can have our own plan. We don't have to follow Uncle Sam's tax plan.
No, and you shouldn't. I mean, in all of retirement, you don't want to just follow the status quo. You want to have your own plan that has action items in it to make sure we're limiting what Uncle Sam gets, right? We call it a tax map. So you want your own family's tax map, your own plan, so that we can limit what goes to Uncle Sam, maximize ultimately what stays with you and your family, because you spend a lifetime saving, you want it to go to the people you care about.
Absolutely. Well, Phil, as always, thank you for being here with us and sharing this important information.
Absolutely.
I think people are going to be contacting you to get that plan, so thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And for you at home, if you want to learn how to have your own tax plan for your family and your IRA and not use Uncle Sam's plan, Phil has a great offer just for you. Right now, for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, he's offering a complimentary roadmap for retirement. This will allow Phil's team of retirement planners to sit down with you to assess where you are, then build a plan that covers taxes, market risk, investment fees, and long-term care costs. It's your own roadmap to get down retirement mountain safely. The number to call is 614-999-9300. Again, that's 614-999-9300.
This segment is sponsored by Epcon Communities.
When it comes to taking care of your home, there is a lot to consider. Luckily, Epcon Communities has the solution for living life your way. Joining me is their VP of Sales, Nanette Pfister, to tell us more about what they offer. Thank you for being here, Nanette.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
So let's talk about low-maintenance communities, because your homes are in low-maintenance communities, but what does that really mean?
So what it really means is that it's fall, you spend no time raking your leaves. You really can do the things you want to do, not the things you have to do. So your time, you get a lot more time back in your schedule.
That is fantastic. And then the communities look great because someone else is taking care of those things. And what does single level living look like?
Well, what it looks like at Epcon, which is unusual for most builders, is that there's not a step through your front door. And so you can come right in with 0-step entry and live completely on your first floor. Everything is on your first floor, your owner's suite, of course, your great room, your laundry room, all of that is right there without ever having to take a step.
No step at all.
No step.
Single level living. I like that. Now, would this include your modern and open floor plans?
It does. And so all of our floor plans have all of our homes. You wrap around the living space, and then everything looks out into the courtyard. And so you have that light coming in from our private courtyards as well.
Nothing better than natural light coming in, right?
It is. That's exactly right. It just makes a gray day look that much better.
Absolutely. And then sunshine and fresh air are important. Is there any like private outdoor spaces?
There is. So each of our homes has a private courtyard that usually the home really wraps around. So it's really on kind of the side of the home or the center of the home, so to speak, versus the rear of the home, which a lot of people are used to seeing. So you have that private space within your own home.
And that's provided at every single place?
Every home.
Nice, every single home.
Built, yes.
And what about when the temperature isn't super nice outside and you don't want to be cooped up indoors, though?
So when you don't want to be cooped up indoors, I mean, you know, of courtyards get used about 3 seasons out of the year, you know,
Okay.
unless the snow is flying. But we also have clubhouses, and so people can go and gather in the clubhouse. They have large fireplaces. They have their own fitness centers, their own kitchens, so they can meet there, gather there. You can reserve it for family and friends, and so it's there for your use as well.
And you have communities all over Central Ohio.
We do, yes, we do, from Hilliard to Granville.
Nice.
We need there in Granville as well.
Lots of great places to live, and sounds like Epcon Communities is a dream place to live.
It is. We try to be where everybody wants to be. You know, we want to build where people want to live, and so that's where you'll find us.
And why is now a good time to buy?
You know, now's a perfect time to buy because, you know, people get concerned about the interest rates. We have special interest rate programs at Epcon. And the challenge comes too, you know, when you think, okay, I'm going to wait until rates go down. But when rates go down, housing prices go up. So if I buy now, my rate is higher, but I can refinance that when the rate drops. I can't refinance the price of my home. You know, my home is what it is. So that's why they should be buying today.
Gotta buy today.
Gotta
Love
buy
that.
today.
How can people come out and experience and see the Epcon Communities?
Well, we have models in all of our communities, and we are open 7 days a week. And they can go to our website, epconcommunities.com, and find us there as well.
Well, we're here in the studio right now, but I've had the pleasure of actually being out at the Epcon Communities, and they really are beautiful. Really a dream place to live.
Thank you. And we love them. We're very proud of our homes, and you know, the greatest joy is to watch people when they actually make that decision to purchase one of our homes and leave the maintenance behind and enjoy life.
Low maintenance living.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, Nanette, thank you so much for being here with us today. Tell us all about Epcon Communities.
Thank you. So nice to see you.
And as she said, you can visit their website. It's epconcommunities.com to learn more. This segment is sponsored by the brands listed here. As we age into retirement and beyond, one concern is who will help take care of us when we need it most. Thankfully, the Franklin County Office on Aging has our back. Here to talk about their programs and services is their director, Shonda Wingo. Welcome, Shonda.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. So can you tell us a little bit more about the Franklin County Office on Aging and the services that they provide to seniors?
Absolutely. The Franklin County Office on Aging is a Franklin County Board of Commissioner agency. We are one of the 4 health and human service agencies. At our agency, we specialize in providing both the home and community-based support that allow our seniors to age in place as long as possible, safely and securely.
And what services do you offer for caregivers?
Absolutely. So for our caregivers, which is probably one of the #1 unpaid professions, where adult children or family members are taking care of older adults. They believe it's their birthright. And oftentimes that comes at the cost of some neglect, self-neglect, and not seeking help for yourself. So our primary focus is making sure that that caregiver is in a good, healthy place. Financially, emotionally, we offer counseling, we offer some short-term products such as incontinence supplies, some durable medical equipment, but the primary thing is counseling and having a safe space for our caregivers to understand that we appreciate that you have taken on this responsibility, but you also need to take care of yourself to ensure that you are the best self to do the unpaid work of being a caregiver.
That's so impactful and I think important that you guys recognize the caregivers in their roles that they're doing. Now, what are the eligibility requirements for your programs, and is there a cost to receiving these services?
So we have 4 main programs that we provide. The first one being our Senior Options Program. And through that program, there is a sliding fee scale component, but that is based on an individual's income. It sounds a little more overwhelming, but the eligibility is that you just need to be 60 and live in Franklin County.
Okay.
And based on that income, you may have a copay, you may not. Currently, more than 70% of the seniors that we serve have a 0% copay.
Wow, so you're able to provide those services at no cost to them. Is there anything else you'd like us to know about the Office on Aging? There's so much that you guys offer.
In addition to caregiver and our senior options, we are also in the space of helping our older adults who are raising non-biological children. You know, when you are 60 and older, you're living your best life in retirement, and the last thing that you're thinking about is needing to provide a home and shelter for a young person in your family. Monday, you could you know, be living your best life, and Tuesday you have a young person on your porch with no bed, no clothes, no shoes or any of those things, and we're here to assist. We can purchase your beds, we can pay for after school care, we can pay for summer camps.
And you're talking about like grandkids, great niece and nephew, just different family members that you end up taking in the kids.
In Franklin County, we have 85 and 95-year-olds taking care of 2- and 3-year-olds.
Wow. And you guys are there to support them
we are
through
there. And there is no income guideline for this program. The only thing that matters is if you are 60, you live in Franklin County, and are you caring for a non-biological child, then we can provide services.
So important to know. Where can people go to learn more information on everything you guys offer?
You may give us a call at 614-525-6200 or at franklincountyohio.gov.
Well, Shonda Wingo, thank you so much for being here with us today. It was so great talking to you.
Thank you.
And as she said, for more information, you can visit their website. Just go to officeonaging.org or call the number on your screen.
Well, earlier we asked you, what will be your favorite thing to do in retirement? You ready? We're going to say our answer. 1, 2, 3. Cruising!
Yes.
Listen, that was not planned, people.
Thank you for joining us for our Senior Living Showcase.
And if you missed any of these segments or you just want to watch them again, all you have to do is either visit our ABC6 YouTube channel or our website, gooddaymarketplace.com.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.